She's Got Yarn. How's everyone doing? It is Sunday, January 19th. It's 10 p.m. Got a little bit of a late start. Been crocheting, working on a few items. I'm not going to share anything tonight, but I do want to share what Joann sent me. With the terrible news, I hear a lot of orders have been canceled, no new shipments. Anyways, I did get a box. Let's see what I got, because I've heard some people's orders have been canceled. I'm heartbroken about Joann's, but I've got most of their yarn, and so I'm not going to panic. If they close, they close. One door closes, another one opens. I mean, I don't want to see it close, but with the management it has, or whatever corporate's doing, I want to say something about corporate, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to be nice, but it starts from the top. Because I know the craft community wants to craft, and they love Joann. They have beautiful yarn. They just don't know how to manage their stores. They got issues, and I don't really know what the issues are except money problems. And that happens when you can't put your merchandise out on the shelves, and you want to grow too fast. You got to be humble and start over. Looky. Yeah, this is in my drink holder, behind my drink holder in my console. The same thing. But that's how wide. Oh, the other one had the size. It was like, it said the size. Oh, well, I'll measure it. Oh, 1 inch and 5/8. Use a hammer to apply the new no sew button. So, yeah. All right. You want to see what I got? Some of the stuff you've seen before, but I did not have enough to make a blanket, and I fell in love with this yarn. I did do some swatches, but I didn't really make anything. This was my favorite, and the pink. I have plenty of pink. I could have ordered some pink, but I'm trying to be good. I have an idea. I have a plan for this, okay? So, I want to make a blanket with that. So, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's the Big Twist Rave. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Well, you can see that. And no, I love these colors. These are even more amazing. But I don't know. It's a premium acrylic. It almost feels like it's got a little bit of, see how fuzzy it is there? It's got a halo. There. It's, let's see, I don't think it's the strongest yarn on the block. That broke really easy. But it's very pretty, and I can make it work. But it's not a really strong yarn, and I don't know what I did, but I was making something out of one of the other colors, and the string broke, and I was like, what? Yeah, it like broke on me. I was like very surprised. But it is it's 312 yards, and it's got 5.3 ounces, 285 meters, and 150 grams. And it's a number 4 medium, hook size 5.5, crochet hook 4.5. Right now I'm working with a 4. I'm struggling, but I'm getting it done. The pattern's looking wonderful. 4 of these makes a 50 by 60 blanket. 3 a sweater, 1 a hat, 1 scarf. And you machine wash, low iron, do not bleach, do not tumble dry. Yep. And it has the Ogo Tech Standard 100. And I still haven't found the color. Electric slime. I should have known that. It's late. This brain of mine is tired. My parents wore me out. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that. I did a video this morning. I just feel like I'm not doing enough for my channel. And I did a video, but you know, I'm out at my parents'. Yeah, I brought projects with me. One I was working on, I couldn't show you. I did work a little bit on a blanket with the Valentine colors. And I've got quite a bit done, I believe. But all right, so we've got the Big Twist Rave yarn, and that's going in the green room. But for right now, I've got my purse dumped out on my desk. I'm not cleaning my desk tonight. Tired. All right. This yarn I bought because I did not have the color, but I have all of the other colors, and it's in Red Heart. Now, this is a big twist, and you guys know what it is. I can't believe I ordered so much. All right. This is the Vortex, and I got this blue. Now, I think I have one that's more purple, but if you look right there, I showed you guys in another video, they have that same yarn right there, Vortex. In Vortex, that is Red Heart. I shared that with you guys last week, but this color is really pretty, and it is called Starstruck. Very pretty. It's the only color I got because I have Hobie made this and Red Heart made this same yarn, same colors. They just put a different name on it 3 years later. So I made a cardigan out of one, and I found the cardigan. I'm not going to share it tonight because I'll have to go on a field trip. But this has 328 yards, 5.29 ounces, 300 meters, 150 grams. It's 100% acrylic, and it's a number 4 weight. It's a beautiful yarn. It's a nice yarn. I would say it's a thin number 4. What's the hook size? A crochet hook is 6.5. Wow, and a 5.5 knitting. 2 of these will make a pillow, 2 scarf, and 1 will make a hat, and 4 will make a blanket. I like how they have the labels. They finally got all of this stuff right, and they're closing. I think they reached too high, too quick. You know, starting out of the gate. I mean, I don't know. I bet you those corporate executives are making high dollar in spite of their demise. It's not a final done deal, but I sure hope. There's all kinds of rumors. You don't know what to believe. You know, all we can do is wait. So I got 6 of these. And 3, 6, yeah. I don't know why I got 6. I should have only got 4, but that's okay. And then there were some new yarns, and I'm sure you guys have already seen them. I ordered this actually the day this came out, I ordered it. I'm not going into Joann's. I'm not going into my Joann's. It is so depressing. So, anyways, I ordered online. This yarn I'm about to show you is 93% acrylic and 7% polyester. It's not as soft as it sounds it would be. Usually when there's polyester, it's really soft, but it's called Big Twist Jelly Bean. And this color I got is called Cosmic Candy. I thought it was the prettiest. The prettiest yarn. I had to have it. I have some bulky baby twist, something from Ice Yarns with these colors, but it was bulky. But this is the yarn. It's got my favorite neon colors. And I got 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I got 6. I thought 6 came in a bag, but only 5 comes in a bag. But yeah, so. And I mean, it's okay acrylic, you know, but I would have thought with the polyester it would have been a little bit softer. But very pretty. And of course, this is going to be a blanket, a Boggy blanket, I think. I don't know. We'll see. And then the next color I got, did I tell you the yardage? 218 yards, 3.5 ounces, 200 meters, and 100 grams. I'm sorry if I did not tell you that. And the color again is Cosmic Candy. So pretty. So, so pretty. There, so you can see it. There. I don't know what it is. This screen is the same size as the other computer. The stand is the same height, but the camera does not show very far. I don't know what's different unless I don't have the desk far enough, but on the other computer you can see my drawer. You can't even see my drawer. You can't even see up, you know. It almost goes to my neck. I don't know why. I'll figure it out. I haven't even tried. Excuse me. All right. This color that I have, it's a jelly bean. It is called Rainbow Candy. This is pretty. That's really pretty. But again, it's another thin. You know, it's like all their yarns are getting thinner and they're saying they're number 4s and they're not. To whose standard? They have different yarns and big twist. They're 4 and they're nowhere near this thin. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I've got... I'm tired and I'm yawning. I'm sorry. But this is a number 4 big twist. Different brand, granted, but all right. Can you see the difference? Maybe not. It looks bigger by the naked eye. This one looks a little bit bigger, but on screen they look almost the same. Let me find the screen. What's new? All right, let me see if I can find the starting point. Here it is, because I really want to share this with you guys. So that and that. They are pretty close, y'all. That's pretty thin. This is that value yarn, but it's getting thinner. I never realized how thin it is. This almost looks, well, there. That's stretched, and then, but they're the same size. This is pretty thin. This is pretty thin. Let me look at another one. That bothers me. Oh, wait. Let's look at these. This one's a little thicker. It doesn't look it on screen, but it does by the naked eye. This is thinner. But, yeah. Isn't that weird? That the white and with the blue is thinner than this. Interesting. Oh, But, okay, where's the end? But yeah, I like all these colors, all these rainbow colors. That's so pretty. It's gonna be something beautiful. But y'all, I only bought 6. And I only bought 2 colors in the jelly bean, and I bought 1 color in the rave. You know, usually I get a few more colors, but I'm gonna try to be good this year. You know? So I'm gonna try to use up my yarn. So again, Vortex, jelly bean. Where'd the other jelly bean go? It fell somewhere. Where did it go? Oh, you can't even see it. I can't believe you guys can't see the top of my desk anymore. But these are all the colors. And ooh, wait, I got the rug tools. I bought 2 different brands. One looked longer than the other in the on the app or on, you know, their online store. And they're identical. This one looks like it's rusty. Yeah, look. You see that? I think I'm going to return that. I'm going to keep this one. This one's in better shape. Yeah, that's a little beat up. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, I don't want something that has a rough edge on it. I want it to be smooth. I'm all about the glide of the hook, you know? But they're identical. This one's pink. It's one of my favorite colors. So yeah, I'm going to return this. They're going to make me go in the store. No, they probably won't even give me my money back. That's okay. But I'm going to try, you know? So, but yeah, but I'm sorry. Yeah, this video is not going to be really long. I got a few things I'm working on. I want to get back to working on them. The one thing is not a rush, the one that I'm not going to share with you guys, but I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight because I got to go dig up my material, but I'm going to work on it tomorrow. But I have another project been thinking about doing with the overalls. So I don't know. I was brainstorming. You know, I could be in the shower and all of a sudden think of something. If I don't write it down, I'll forget, you know. But there's this one thing I want to make, and I think it'll look cool. It might not. It might not work out, but it's a bag a day pattern. And it's going to hopefully go with this. With the, it's kind of like a hippy dippy thing. Flower child. I know some people are like, I would not wear that in public. You guys, I very rarely wear my makes, but I'm very proud of them. But this is how I dress. I have worn some of my sweaters out. That orange and green shirt, I would wear it out, but I haven't. Well, now it's kind of cool. I could probably wear it. Maybe I'll wear it in one of my videos. It is a beautiful sweater, and I'm very proud of it. I made it with some of you may not know what I'm talking about, but I made this beautiful sweater out of the Ogo Halo yarn, and it looks like latte, but it's multicolored, and you could only get it from Joann's online. They never carried it in their stores, but I had one that was like a lime green and orange. It was beautiful. It turned out beautiful. And I have like a couple more cakes that are like pink, different shades of pink. I have a few more around here. I have white. Yeah. I don't know what I did with them. They were here last week. I probably put them back in the room. I move yarn around all the time because I want to kind of dress up my wall a little bit, which it's not really dressed up, but because it's still got Christmas yarn in it, but I'm working on it. There's some Premier furry yarn. I tried to make something with it. I really struggled. I actually tried to make, there's 2 Valentine's things I tried to make and they've been a hot mess. I was going to make a heart-shaped pillow with that. I could not feel the yarn. I'm not used to working with that kind of yarn. It's really thick. But I wanted to make a heart pillow with this. Very plushy, but I got a really, I don't know, maybe I need to give myself another chance, but I was like, I'm not doing this. I couldn't feel the stitches. I was frustrated. So, but yeah. But I'm working with that neon vivid, and I've got another project I want to try to do. Please, Lord, make it work. I don't know if it's a crochet thing or it's a mental block. I don't know what it is. I just feel like a few things that I keep working on, I keep hitting roadblocks, and it makes me want to go back to blankets, just mindless. And I need to challenge myself. Well, I am challenging myself with this one thing I'm making, and I'm very proud of it. It's beautiful. My only worry is I gotta find my other. I'm using red and gradient yarn, and I have 2 cakes, and I can't find the other one. It's here somewhere. I have every color. I'm hoping it's in the green room. It is. I just gotta find it. I put things away in stupid places sometimes. When I was at my mom's, I came in her house, I walked in the kitchen, and they have a table in their kitchen. I was like, I made a pot of coffee, I made some coffee, sat down on the couch with my dad, and my mom, she went to church this morning. Well, anyways, I was getting ready to leave, and I'm like, went in the camper, and I couldn't find my project. And so I went out to my car. I just looked everywhere. I went back in my mom's house. I didn't find it. And I went outside. I'm like, I had that in my hand this morning when I walked over there. So I went back in my mom's house, walked through the house, the living room. I'm like, I didn't even use the bathroom. You know what I did? I walked in the house, and when you go to the kitchen, there's this big dining room table. I sat it on the dining room table and walked in her kitchen. It was there the whole time, but I found it. So I was like, I can't leave without it. I got to work on it. But look at all this little yarn I got, and look at the giant box. Now tell me, is that a waste? I would have a problem with my warehouse if they ship stuff in a giant box. I mean, they didn't even fill it up with a lot of paper. They put a couple sheets of paper, but it didn't fill it up. Which, I mean, you can't hurt the yarn, but don't you think this box costs more to ship than a smaller box? Maybe they're not buying any more boxes and they're just using up what they have. Maybe? I don't know. But somebody asked me if I used one of my project bags that was a gift from one of you guys. I use it all the time. Now, where it is, I don't know right this second. But I use it all the time. It's got my labs on it. It's got to be in the other bedroom. But I use it all the time. And I also have a Damn It doll that matches it. Miss Billie made me. It's in here somewhere. I have so much stuff everywhere. Because I just got back and I found that other skein. I was sitting on it. But I just got back from my mom's. And when you have, let's see, I have, these are all my bags. This is my dirty laundry. This is all my clothes. And then I have a couple things like This was on a hanger I brought. Okay, I got this and this. Okay. And then my makeup bag. And then my toiletries. So I got all this. I need to put it up. And then I had like 2 or 3 baskets of projects that I never touched. And then I carry my shoes in a separate bag. I have a big Michael Kors bag. I put my shoes in. I brought my new Hey Dudes. Tiffany got me for Christmas. I love these. And she got me gator ones too. And then you guys know I wear leopards. I have gray leopard shirts. I wear my gray leopard shoes. I'm a matchy-matchy person. I know. I'm silly. Now, I know those camo shoes don't necessarily match this shirt. It's a different type of camo. This is a Columbia shirt I got probably in Tennessee. But, who was it? Denise, my moderator, she went and looked at pictures of my trip in Tennessee where I'm like, I lost my pink and white checkered hook bag. And it wasn't in there, but when I made the Taylor Swift sweater, I had that bag. And I can't find it. But Denise took a picture of a peach flowered bag. It's another Vera Bradley bag that I have. And I don't know where that bag is. I haven't had time to look for it tonight because I got home. And I don't know what's going on with me. I'm trying to drink water, but I'm getting headaches. I am not a person that gets headaches. I'm really not. I get neck aches. I get, muscle tension and stuff like that. But I don't know. I've been getting these weird headaches. They come and go. It's not constant. So, and I have brand new prescription for my eyes. I don't think it's my prescriptions. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's weather. It's cold and rainy and wet. That might be what it is. Barometric pressure. I'm not sure. But I have a headache again. Not bad. And I still got to do this. I got to do the recap on those blankets. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow, but I've got a bunch of insurance and billing to do. I've got to call Blue Cross Blue Shield, and last time I called them, I was on the phone from 11:30 till 3 o'clock. But it looks like they're not going to cover my last visit. It's like they ignored that whole detail. And how do I get the same person back? I filed a fraudulent thing because they told me I had insurance and I didn't. And they took money from me. And they can't find the policy. I mean, so, yeah. It's so difficult. They're so difficult. I've got written in pencil on my desk, Premier code. I don't know what that is. Oh, you know what? I'm a Premier affiliate. I have this thing under here. Where did it go? Oh, it's missing. Oh, here it is. I got all my passwords. Somebody's been in my desk here because this has been moved. Yeah, it's been moved. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm going to clean my desk again. I just looked under there and I'm like, okay, somebody's been looking at my stuff. It's been moved, but you know what? I just got a new computer. That might be it. Yeah. I have something covering my desk and I got all kinds of notes underneath. Yep. And Wendy's ketchup on my desk. Well, at least I get to start working on my my dungarees is what it's called. I was having so much fun working on those. I cannot wait to finish them, and there's something else I want to do with it, with them, with that yarn. So you guys might be able to figure it out, but maybe not. We'll see. It's a bag a day pattern. I'll share that with you guys when I start it. All right. I'm out of here. I love you guys. And I just, before I go, I want to welcome all my new subscribers and thank all my returning subscribers, all my loyal OGs that are always stick by me. Sometimes you guys know I struggle sometimes with content. After the Christmas season, I do videos every day, and sometimes it's hard for me to, I don't know. Some months I fly through it, and some months I struggle. But right now, what I'm dealing with is I have got to box up yarn. I'm drowning in yarn. It's my own fault. I can't use it up as fast as I love to buy it. But Brinley's coming over next weekend, and we're going to work on Grandma's. We're going to work on trying to, I want to thin out the green closet. I had an avalanche in there. It was pretty ugly. And I didn't share that with you guys when you guys were there with me. But I've got waist high yarn on the floor. It's pretty bad. They're all in bags. Most of them are in bags. In the manufacturer bags. I never took them out of the bags. So, but yeah, all my yarn is clean. It's just, sometimes I get behind. I need to stop buying yarn. I don't want to stop buying yarn, but what I need to do, I can buy yarn. I need to donate, do mystery boxes and all that. And this year, I am gonna do Etsy, Shopify. I don't know. I don't want to do my own website. I'm not big enough to do my own website, and I don't want to get that big. You know, I kind of like my channel. It's, I don't know. I feel like we're all close. It's not, I can't imagine me having, 100,000 subscribers. I doubt that'll ever happen, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I could manage it. That would probably really stress me out. It probably would. And I notice with some people that have bigger channels, they get a lot of nasty people. And, and I'm a tough person, but sometimes those things hurt, even though I don't show it. Bag a day. You can tell. She stopped talking about it, but you know it. When people are bullies on the channel because they have nothing better to do, it's hurtful, especially when you work hard. I don't work hard, but I do my best, with what I have, but yeah, I'm not a professional. I'm a pretty chill channel. Some people, it bothers them that I do other stuff than yarn, and I mostly talk about yarn and show my makes, but sometimes I veer off into stories, field trips to mom and dad's. I know a lot of you, my returning subscribers, know that my parents are getting up in age. They're getting older, and they're needing me there. And I've been, the last 2 weekends, I have spent time with them there. I spent time with Tiffany, but I also spent time with them and over the holidays. And my dad expresses every moment he has to Tiffany, it's so nice having your mom here. So, they want me there. I know I have a family here, but, Tim and I talked about it. When my parents, when they need me, I have to be there for them. And he understands that. So, he had to be there for his family. And I would never interfere with that, But, I never imagined my dad would ever say that. It's nice having, you know, when I was a teenager, man, we butted heads. Even a young adult, we butted heads for years. And my mom says it's because we're just alike. And Tim says I'm just like my dad. He says I can be a butthead like my dad. He doesn't put it in those terms, but I know what he means. So he said, he goes, your dad raised you to be a man. I said, he did not. I said, he raised me to be tough. He goes, it's the same thing. I guess it's because I'm not a girly girl. But he knew who he married. He appreciated it. I can remember the first time he came out to my house after we met. After our first date, he came out to the house. I didn't know he was coming over, but anyways, the brake pads were bad on my van, on my minivan, so I was under my van changing my brake pads. He was like, you know how to do that? I was like, yeah. I grew up on a farm. My dad made me, before I could get my license, made me be able to change a tire, be able to change the oil, and be able to, and he taught me how to do brake pads. Now, I don't know if I could do them today, but what was it? It was a 93 van, Ford minivan. But yeah, and I asked him if he would pump the brakes so I could bleed him. So he knew who he was marrying. Sometimes he makes me feel like it's a bad thing, you know? But, and my husband, he's a pencil pusher. He doesn't have dirty hands. I don't think he mows the lawn and does stuff like that, but he's not a mechanic, you know? He's never had grease in his hands. I have. So, but, you know, somebody had asked me, you know, what animals do you have on the farm? And I talk about the animals I had when I was younger, but yeah, most of the animals are gone. Now, I got my dad some peacocks to give him something to do. And he's got this little Jack Russell that has killed a couple of them. And he has to keep Eddie and Darla on, like, he keeps them on these little thin ropes. It's like clothesline, but not quite as thick as clothesline. But he has those ropes on his side-by-side at the front door where they come in at the house. It's the garage door. But my mom and my dad, they forget, and they leave the door open. And, you know, the peacocks can fly now. I'm pretty sure all of them can fly. And they can fly on top of their coop. So, and hopefully, Eddie got a hold of the white one, the prettiest one, through the fence. Well, they said it was a coyote. And coyotes would have eaten it. The bird was left. So I said, yeah, coyote named Eddie. It's not funny, but, you know, it is what it is. That happens on a farm. He's an aggressive little Jack Russell. He's a little butthead. He's just like my dad. No. He loves his dogs, though. He has 3. He has 2 Jack Russells and I call it a Toto dog. She's got a schnauzer, but she's got these eyelashes. I swear her eyelashes are this long. I have a short. One of my short videos. I don't have a whole lot of shorts on YouTube, but I've got her and Eddie. I made hats for them. But look at her eyelashes if you guys want to look at Darla. She's not a Yorkie. She's got schnauzer in her. But she's got these long eyelashes. And her hair is real curly. It's like grandma's white hair, you know? It's about that long and curly. It's funny. My grandma always had her hair short and curly. She used to iron it with this, like, skinny... Back in the old days, they had curling irons, but they were skinny. And I think they put them in something to heat them up. But anyways, yeah. I remember my grandma used to curl her hair with that. That was a long time ago. Granny's been gone a long time. She lived to be, I want to say 83. 83. She had a stroke. And she laid in a bed. She could not talk. She could just look at us. And she had these beaming blue eyes. Just beautiful. Like ocean blue eyes. She couldn't talk for 2 years. We had her in the best facility they have here. It's called the Hammock in Gainesville. Most university professors have housing in there in the Hammock, and they have a rehab, and that's where Granny stayed for 2 years, and then she passed away from pneumonia. But when she had her stroke, we asked her, "Do you want a feeding tube?" She said yes. We could not pull it out. I know she wouldn't want to live that way, but she did not give us the authority to pull her tube, her feeding tube. It kept her alive, and it wasn't much of a life. But she had a good life before she got sick. She was married to a military officer. She met him, married him. 2 weeks later, he went overseas to war and came back and had a daughter, my mom. But they did get married before he went overseas. My grandfather was, both of them, they were really a beautiful couple. They got married, like she was like a bugle girl, you know what I mean? She was wearing one of those dresses, and he was wearing he was a pilot. He was a fighter pilot, but he was wearing his uniform. And we have pictures of him. I don't know where they are right now. My children take the best pictures I have. I want this. Can I have Grandpa standing next to his plane? How do you say no? They're interested. So, yeah, they don't leave me with much anymore. I have stuff that's like in the internet. I got to dig it up on the cloud. But, yeah. I've got somewhere I've got a picture of my grandfather in the cockpit, just smiling. He looks just like Joey, or Joey looks just like him. It's a spitting image. It's so funny. Yeah. All right. This video is long enough. Enough about my family, but I love you guys. I know some of you guys enjoy that. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this little small yarn haul. It's kind of like a little memorial for Joann's. Y'all say a prayer for Joann's. Hopefully they get somebody to buy it, somebody with business knowledge, to really know how to restructure, because our craft community is very dependent on Joann's. I know a lot of channels, and some of my favorite channels. Crochet Vision, Passionate Kelsey. I mean, the only yarn she buys is the sugar and cream cotton, but the most I think she sells is those hair ties, and they're out of Juicy Couture. I'm like, if Joann closes, I'm going to mail her all my Juicy Couture. I don't have as much as she has, but I know I have every color, a couple skeins of every color. I'm sure she would appreciate it. Yeah. So, and I have some ice yarn that's similar to Juicy Couture. I would like her to check out, So, but ice yarn, sometimes they don't make things the next year. I don't know why, like the, what is it? Something light. Oh, I can't remember. It's a real pretty, colorful yarn that was really popular. And they still make it. I can't think of the name of it. I have to go get it because I got to tell you what it is. Magic Glitz. I'm sure y'all were screaming at me. But yeah, I have this in my laundry room on a shelf. I've got a couple colors left. But I got 4 bags of this stuff. But they still make the Magic Glitz. But a lot of stuff they don't make the next year that, I wonder why that one stayed around. I mean, because there's a lot of them that are popular. It seems like the popular ones they usually get rid of, but this one they've stuck with. And it's not the softest yarn on the planet. It's you can feel the metallic in it, whatever it's called. Let's see if they even say what it's made of. This was bought years ago, so it has a 95 acrylic and lurex, 5% lurex, but you can feel that lurex in this yarn. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the softest. And I've made a couple things out of that yarn. I had a purple and gray. I've used a couple of those. I can't remember what I made, but today I watched The Secret Yarnery. You know, she was one of the first channels that I watched, a couple others, to learn how to crochet, and I used to watch her religiously, and I would put earbuds in at work because she would come on Fridays like at 9 o'clock, and I actually would get into the chat, you know, say, hey, you know, from Florida. It's when nobody knew me. It's when my channel was but yeah, I used to love to watch and make all her blankets. But just last week, I don't know why, but I came across her channel. I hadn't watched her in a while. I mean, if I want to look at a tutorial, I'll go to her channel, you know. But I don't know. I was watching one of her videos, and she just inspired me with it was like all of the granny blankets, the drunken granny, the half drunken granny, the grandma blanket, you know, all those blankets. But anyways, today she pulled out all her whips. I don't feel bad, but her whips are very organized, which has given me an idea. Where did she get those bags? She files them in cabinets like a filing cabinet. I have everything in bags, you know what I mean? But I'm like, what a great idea. How'd she learn that idea, or did she come up with it? But anyways, also in saying that, I'm sorry, I know this video is going to be really long, and the girls are at the back door. Hang on one second. I don't know where my mouse is. Hold on. Come on, Sadie, Susie, come on. It's cold. All right. I don't know where did my mouse go? Did I file it with the yarn? No, here it is. Oh, goodness. Okay, I just want to see how long this video was. It's 34 minutes long. Hey, sweetheart. What's it I see? Look at her. She's got her little lammy chop. What's you got? You got your lammy chop? She brought me the lamb chop. Come here, let me see. You got your lamb chop? Give me that lamb chop. She's got, I think I shared with you guys one time all the stuffies out in the yard and all the fluff. Well, I got to go out there tomorrow. Yeah, they're all probably wet and grimy. I'll just throw them in the washing machine. But I bet you there's 30 toys outside. Every time she goes outside, she's got a stuffy in her mouth. She loves her babies. And we have a bunch of lamb chops. I buy one every time I go to the feed store. Hey, Susie! Susie! Come here! Come here! Huggy Wuggy! Huggy Wuggy! No Huggy Wuggy? Oh, I gave you medicine and you still limping, huh? My sweet boy. They all were sniffing my bags. They smell gump and they smell my dad's little Jack Russells, but they know them. Sadie doesn't know them. But yeah, what was I telling you? Oh, so Secret Yarnery, she has these white bags with zippers, and they have like these lines. So I'm gonna go on Amazon and look and see if they're expensive, because I really would be interested in making a file. I have some hutches, you know, an empty hutch. She put some of her stuff in her hutch. But I mean, but that would be cool if you could file stuff. But anyway, she was going through her whips to see what she wanted to keep, what she wanted to get rid of. She had a ton of them. I mean, a ton. Okay, she got rid of a lot of them, but she had some really cool stuff. It's how she designs. She'll design something and think, okay, we got this, we're gonna make a tutorial, or we got this, you know, maybe, you know, we'll do a crochet along. And she's got all these things, you know, so she's got to go through them. So she's pulled some out that she wants that will eventually go on a video. Her system is so, she's a brilliant woman, you know, and I admire her. And some of her whips that she's talking about doing tutorials are beautiful. Creative mind. But, you know, she had a grandma that taught her to crochet. And, you know, I just think the old school crochet, I think, is amazing. You know, I mean, there's a lot of new stuff today, but I don't know. Her grandmother taught her well, because she makes things that are beautiful, but they are not too complicated for beginners or people like me that doesn't like to read patterns. Mindless, you know, 2-row repeat. I mean, every now and then, like right now, I'm challenging myself. I don't mind challenging myself, but it's nice on a long day to sit down and just do something just that slips through the hook so smoothly and makes you happy. You don't have to think too hard, and you can watch her tutorials or her patterns. You can watch a movie doing them. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So, but yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to end there. I'm going to get off of here once and for all. I love you all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Mwah.